Chicago and the Philippines. A comprehensive review of the week's special community events, featuring many exciting personalities, handled by the most professional Chicago Philippine Reports TV staff.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Chicago Philippine Reports TV, still the #1 Filipino show in the Midwest and your favorite segment here on Sunday. I'm back. My name is Maria Gurley Pascual. Today we have all the top stories from the Philippines. We also have our segment hosts who are back with their special issues around town. We have co-anchor Bridget Carino-Quetter, who's been helping us here at the TV studio, along with our executive producer, Miss Veronica Layton, who is also back interviewing significant people in the community. Miss Melody Dizon is back in Health Matters, along with our very loyal staff, especially Director Jechi, who has always been behind the camera, editing and doing whatever it needs to put this show on the air every week. And along with her, we have our tech director, Mr. James DC, who is actually filming this segment of mine. So thank you, James DC. We have our special sponsors, and the show is coming up soon. So we'll be back after word from our sponsors. Please stay with us.
Get ready for the ultimate in fresh produce, barbecue, seafood, sushi, and more. Meals made easy. Kimchi with wow. Our dishes make you a star. H-Mart.
This is how Cantagnos village looks now after the devastating landslide and rushing waters covered 90% of the village. The mud is at around 6 feet thick, making search and retrieval operations more challenging. Some of the landslide survivors are helping in the operations, like Ibarra Flandes. He hopes to find the bodies of his son, mother, and other relatives.
Umaasa ka pa bang makita sila? Umaasa ko.
Another survivor, Raul Coliante, said the ravaging landslide totally destroyed his 2-story house.
Tulungan kami. Wala talaga. Kahit piso wala.
His family may have survived, but many of the relatives of his wife were buried under the mud. 19 bodies were recovered on Wednesday. The death toll from the landslide is at 47, but local officials fear the number could still rise. More than 100 residents are still missing. On Tuesday, another landslide hit, this time in the municipality of Abuyog in Leyte. The rampaging earth was caught on video by a resident. Residents in the area were advised to preemptively evacuate, but some stayed behind. Local officials have so far recorded 5 fatalities. Nearly a dozen others were rescued.
What we're doing is managing the evacuees, tapos ihatid after medical attention, ihatid po sila sa mga evacuation centers. We provide food through the SWD. May mga food packs po tayo, may mga assigned tayong personnel na nagluluto sa pagkain nila. Tapos yung mga social workers po nandoon sa evacuation center to assist po sa mga evacuees regarding sa debriefing, ganon, trauma management.
This is the future. Forget what you know about currency, commerce, investment. The age of Bitcoin is upon us. And now anyone, anywhere can turn cash into crypto with a coin flip ATM. Booyah.
With low fees and 24/7 support, CoinFlip makes crypto so flippin' easy. Go to coinflip.tech to find an ATM near you.
Via Times, vital news, vibrant views for the Filipino Asian communities in Chicago. Via Times for your most interesting and exciting reading and your party coverages. Via Time has very interesting columnists. You name it, Via Times has it. Law, Filipino news, dentistry, immigration, humor, serious opinions, health, beauty, mysticism, bata corner, showbiz, and intelligently written editorials. Call Via Times at 773-866-0811.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of this show. Today, I have a very impressive personality and you just have to listen about this person. He is so impressive. His name is Dr. Bill Winston. And Dr. Bill Winston is the founder and senior pastor of Living Word Christian Center with thousands of membership. And it is just in our neighborhood in, where is that? Forest Park, Forest Park, Illinois. And I'm telling you, he's also the founder of a business school online and many, many more. Let's just hear from him. Welcome to our show, Dr. Winston.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad to be here this morning.
Okay, can you please tell our viewing audience some of your accomplishments and fantastic work that you've been doing?
Oh, you want me to brag on myself? Is that what you want? Okay. Well, my family and I came to Chicago. We came here with about $200 because I had worked in the military. I was a fighter pilot, and then I had gone and worked for IBM in computers for almost 14 years. And then I went into the ministry. And so when we finished, I went to school and so forth. And then the Lord said to us to come to Chicago, which we had only $200. And as a result of that, we came to Chicago. A lady took us in her home and kept us. And then we started ministering. And today, like you said, we have several things. We have the ministry, we have shopping malls, we have overseas schools, we have business schools, we have just a lot of things going on, which God has been so gracious to us. And it has taken some hard work to make that happen. But we're trying to really have people to see God in a whole new light, the way they've never seen him before, and to try to have them to see him as a good God, as a God who cares about the marketplace, as well as cares, and it's important for him to be able to lift people in their jobs, in their homes, so forth and so on. Just have people to see God in a whole new way. God spoke to me out of Isaiah in the Bible, and he said, I am the Lord thy God, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, which teacheth thee to profit, and will lead thee by the way that thou should go. And when he said prophet, I had to look it up. In Isaiah 48 and 17, prophet was P-R-O-F-I-T, and I'm used to the prophet that prophesies. So what happened was I took that, and that was kind of the beginning of the Joseph Business School, which is now in 5 continents of the world. And we're educating entrepreneurs, putting them out to start their own businesses and eradicate poverty, especially in the inner city.
Reverend, it sounds to me that you are a jack of all trades. And yeah, so, okay. So, my goodness, how are you able to do all these things that you've done so far?
Well, first, you have to have a vision. I think sometimes people start without a vision, but that's not the way God wants to start. That's not the way he started. He started with the end in mind. And the same thing about us as we take on projects and start businesses or have radio and television broadcasts. You've got to have a vision first. And that vision keeps you on course, it keeps you stable. And along with vision comes provision. It just attracts provision. And you'll see when people's vision is not clear, it's hard for them to get to their known goal. So we started with a vision. The next thing you have to have is you have to have what I call divine connections. You have to have people that have skills and are able to do things that no vision can be carried out by one person. So you're going to have a team. So I learned teamwork when I was flying military and war. I learned teamwork when I was selling computers and having to have a whole team of people to install them. And I learned teamwork when I got into the gospel. So as I take these things and put them together, I think when I get the vision and get that solid, and I communicate the vision to those who are coming alongside me, and then I implement that vision, execute that vision, and then I measure the results and improve it every time. So if I just follow these things, because I can't do it myself, I've got to have people to do it with me. Here today, I've got sitting beside me our director of communications, Kim Clay, and I think you've talked to her before, but she is a director of communications. She's got her staff. And I've got the people who are over the Joseph Business Schools. They've got their staff. And I've got people who are over maintenance. They've got their staff. I've got marketing. I've got, you name it, we've got it. We own grocery stores. We own, you name it. But I've got a staff of those people, and they are doing the things that they do. Oh, yes, IT. I've got the IT department as well. And because everything is going digital today. So you really got to have competent people. So as competent is good. And then the last thing I have to have is integrity. I have to make sure that the integrity is there. One, I just don't have a ministry trying to get people's money. That's not integrity. That's manipulation. And I have to have a ministry that's improving people's lives. I should have a testimony that comes back of somebody who couldn't do something when they came, and now they can do it. They're falling on having good fortune. So those things I think I keep in mind as we go forward and break through to new areas of which people say, well, is the church really working in that area or that area? Oh, yes, we are. I mean, we're working on some things now that I don't even want to talk about that have to do with media, but we're bringing them out too. So we're trying to change the way people see God. They usually see God coming on Sundays and hear the sermon and so forth and so on. But on Monday, they kind of leave God at the church. But that's not true, that we are the church. And we should be there with God 24/7 and every day.
It's one amazing thing with what you're doing is that with the multi talents that God has given you, you share it with other people. And lately, you held a business leadership conference that was really some kind of hybrid, as there were people physically present and also thousands of people that attended it online. Can you please talk to us about this conference?
Okay. Veronica, this business and leadership conference that we have is designed to promote and encourage entrepreneurship in every industry. Marketplace, period. It could be in the media industry or film industry. It could be in the digital space. It could be in the industry of government, or it could be over in one of the other industries, one of the other places, could be education, economics. I want to let people understand how to factor God in their whatever discipline they're in, and how to maximize that to the point that they'll take leadership in those areas and lead other people to Christ. I want them to see how that through their learning about the kingdom and how to do business while doing good, how to seek first the kingdom, and that he'll make you the head and not the tail, the lender, not the borrower. I'm here to make everyone see that through these business conferences. We started it back in 1994 with a man from Australia named Peter Daniels. And we took him, and he came and he began to give us seminars. Now, at first, what happened with this interesting story, I saw him on a Wednesday, and he had come here from Australia. I heard about him, and I asked him, I said, could you give a Friday night and Saturday seminar for us on business? And he said, yes, I can. He said, could you have the people there? I said, surely. He said, now have people there who want to learn something and want to go somewhere. I said, no problem. So that was a Saturday. He started it on a Friday night, and we packed out the auditorium and had overflow of people coming. And he was so surprised. He didn't think, but that showed that people are hungry to know something about how can I better business? How can I get new ideas? How can I expand what God has given me? How can I use my giftings and so forth? And it was a very successful conference, and we had it from then on. So that's 1994 is when we started.
You just held this business conference, leadership conference just very recently, and some people were so appreciative with the prize money that they received from you.
Yeah.
And
Well,
thank you. Congratulations for what you've done. And can you please mention some of these businesses that won the prize?
Okay, all right. We had different prizes. For example, we had prizes for the number one student globally now that had graduated from our school. That was a $10,000 prize. We had where they would actually pitch their own businesses, and they won prizes, which was
first prize 10,000.
yeah, 10,000 and 5,000 and 2,500. We also had people who just won prizes because they were attending the meeting, and so we had a drawing, and they won $10,000 worth of gold, and another one won $10,000 worth of stock, and so forth and so on. So we believe that these kinds of things not only get people's attention, but I think it helps to get them seated at the table, if you will, and trying to really make their businesses better, or come with an idea that there's wealth in business for the kingdom. And a lot of people don't know that. God says that he gives us power to get wealth, and have to show people, let's scale these businesses up. Let's get them up to $300 million and $500 million and $1 billion. And so we have speakers here that would help people to see this as a reality. For example, one of our speakers talked about how she made $2 million in 1 hour over internet. Now, this is a person who leveraged the digital space and put our product on internet, and within 2 hours within 1 hour was at $2 million in revenue. Now, I'm saying that because the digital thing has reset the whole way we can do business. I knew a guy who did business on his smartphone, and he did $25 million on a smartphone for 1 year. So we are trying to take the limits off of people's thinking and let them know there's a place they can go that they never thought of. So when we bring them here or get them online on our on Zoom or whatever, they can see some of the examples of what people are doing, and it helps to encourage them to not only start their business but to grow their business. And then we give them prizes if they've grown their business quickly, and we are voted to find them to be the number one business, and they get a prize for it.
What a fantastic project in trying to help and supporting many entrepreneurs out there. And so are you planning to make this an annual event so far for business owners out there?
Okay, good question. Not only are we having it as an annual event, but we're taking it to 10 cities of the country. What we're doing is we're planning to go within the next year to 10 cities, and we're trying to go to the cities that have an urban population that really needs help. And so we're taking it into those places and turn what the Bible says, waste places, into gardens of Eden. And so that's what we're going after. So we'll come after them with prizes and pitch contests, and they pitch their business and win a prize. We're also coming at these businesses with equity funding. In other words, they have a business, but they just need some money to help them scale or grow that business just a little bit. So we'll have money in the pot that we'll be able to invest in their business, and that would give us a certain equity position in their business, and they could grow that business with that capital that they needed to get it over a certain mark from a revenue standpoint is concerned. But we're planning on taking that to 10 cities of this nation and really revitalizing them by taking new businesses and existing businesses and growing them so that they can have people can have jobs, we can have products and services, and stop this wealth divide from spreading. We want to close that wealth divide so that we can have the minority wealth or business leaders to come up to a level of par or even exceed the normal level in terms of business revenue and business success. That's the way we're going to try to stop some of this poverty or gangs or whatever have you. We're going to create wealth.
Dr. Winston, how so amazing and fantastic job that you've been doing for the community, for the people of the world. And I'm really so impressed, but it's too bad we're running out of time, and I hope I can interview you further in the future. And just let us know about some of your big projects and other projects in helping out the entrepreneurs out there. I really appreciate your appearing on our show today. Maraming salamat po. And that is thank you very much in our language. And I'm really very honored to have you on our show today. You want to say one last word before we sign off?
Yes, I'd like to just encourage people that if you've got a dream, pursue that dream. Understand that if you can think it, you can do it. And so what we want to do is push people towards this place of entrepreneurship, no matter what area, what marketplace area you're in. Understand you can do it. And I just pray the blessing of the Lord upon all of your listeners, that whatever God has put inside of them as gifting, that it will be used and it'll be used for many, many people. In Jesus' name.
All right. Very good. Maraming salamat po, Dr. Bill Winston. Isn't it so exciting listening to him? We'll have more of Dr. Winston in our future shows. Bye. Thank you.
Yan! Dito na! Perfect!
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today, I have a very exciting guest whose face is very familiar to our viewing audience because he's such a very popular promoter, producer of international shows here in our community. Help me welcome Mr. Jerry Rebella. Hi, Jerry. Welcome to our show.
Hello, Tita B. Thank you for inviting me dito sa Zoom. I'm glad, nagkausap tayo at nakita tayo last show. And thank you for coming.
First things first, thank you so much for inviting me to your last show. That show is really very, very successful, and that featured Pomoy. Please tell our viewing audience who is Pomoy.
Thank you sa lahat ng televiewers. Thank you sa lahat ng nanood at sold out po ang Chicago. I'm so happy. Talaga naman punong-puno at sold out ang tickets. At talaga namang napakaganda ng show dahil talagang inabangan ng mga Chicago Ones audience. At nag-enjoy silang lahat, wala na silang masabi. At watch out sa mga coming up shows ng Jerbin Production. Tita B, thank you.
Really, that was a huge success. But Jerry,
yes,
please tell us, in promoting shows in our community, what is it? What is your secret in always having successful shows?
Simple lang, Tita B. Be honest, be nice, and don't make any promises sa mga audience na gustong manood. Huwag kang magbenta o magsabi ng kung ano-ano tapos hindi mo naman madideliver. Number one, ang audience, once na gusto nila ang artist, they really buy tickets. Pag ayaw, wag mo nang ipilit. Pero ang sikreto, Tita B, just be nice to the people. Be humble. Ikaw ang bumaba, ikaw ang umunawa, ikaw ang umintindi sa kanila. Kasi especially nowadays, ang pandemic, ang hirap ng pera, ang hirap ng pero they just want to enjoy. Kaya yun, kailangan suklian mo sila ng pinakamagandang way na alam mong maidi-deliver mo sa kanila. Ganun lang kasimple, Tita B. Be honest.
In other words, honesty pays from the promotion, and also your human touch, I'm sure, and you are a very easy approachable person, and it's always nice to be conversing with you and exchanging at the chats. But Jerry,
yes,
somehow
parati mo bigyan ng good smile. Sabi nga nila, at least maganda pa rin ako. At yun na.
Okay, yung beauty mo ang iyong number one asset, right?
Correct. Secret, di ba?
Yung beauty.
Ganun lang.
Rebello.
Malaking questionable sa mga tiga Chicago kung ano na daw talaga ang sikreto ko o anong parating tinatanong yung edad ko, Tita B.
Okay.
Kaya,
Speaking of events, ano naman ang upcoming events mo dito for the community as a really good offering for our Chicago audience?
okay. Ang this coming May 7, yung Mina, although ang nag-produce si Eric Magundayaw ng One Radio, pero I'm just trying to help him as a beginner. Kaya pinupush ko siya, Tita B. Alam ko meron siyang talent. Alam ko kaya niya. Tsaka siya lang yung parang sa nakita ko sa Chicago, siya lang yung may guts at may power na yun be honest to the audience.
At my talent.
Oo, may talent, mabait, matino. Yun ang ano ko sa kanya. Ang parang pinupush ko sa kanya na subaybayan mo yung stepping stone ko. Kasi walang ibang merong, should I say, or use the word, walang may ibang may karapatan, Tita B. Kasi dapat sa buhay namin, lalo sa sitwasyon, kailangan ipasa mo dun sa mabait, dun sa maayos, mapapagkatiwalaan, something ganon. Kasi ang dami, mga Tita B, puro impostor, puro user. Hindi naman alam yung project, hindi alam ang sitwasyon kung paano magpatakbo ng show, kung paano makihalubilo sa tao. No? Kailangan maging honest ka. Yun lang ang number one secret. Kaya yung coming up shows, this coming May 7, alam ko naman, at genre ni Eric, dahil yung edad nila, bata, tapos yung artist na pinopromote nila is ka-level nila, kaya proper sa kanila. At talaga naman napakagaling din yung artist, si Nina, tsaka yung Luke Mijares. And then ang Jervin production, Tita B, ang akin yun talagang wala nang lalaki o wala nang pa sa upcoming shows ng July na iconic, entitled Iconic, ni Sharon Cuneta and Ricky Velasquez. Yan ang talagang susubaybayan ng mga.
Those are big names. When is this?
July 15, Tita B.
July 15.
Yes, i-confirm ko kung saan ang exact venue by next week.
By next week.
Lalabas namin lahat ng publicity.
I see. Okay. Wow, that's a huge show.
Nakaka-nervyos, Tita B, dahil talagang big production. Lahat talagang kailangan pag-aralan, paghandaan, bigyan ng time, kung ano yung talagang kiliti ng mga tao.
And you only have about 3 months to work on that. 3 months?
Yes, kaya yan, Tita B. Alam mo naman ako, hindi ako umiinom ng kape sa lakas ng loob ko.
Oh my goodness.
Basta nandyan kayo na sumusuporta, tumutulong, lahat. Okay lang. At suklian lang ng smile ang tao. Ganun lang kasimple. Pag gusto. Pag ayaw, thank you. Diba?
For your marketing style.
Yun lang.
Yes, Jerry. And after your July production, ano naman ang susunod?
Ang August is Pilita Forever. Alam ko, napakarami pa rin nagmamahal kay Pilita Corrales. So, August na yon. So, confirm na yon, Tita B.
Legendary Pilita.
Correct. Oo. At ang title ko, Forever Pilita. Pilita Forever.
Pilita Forever.
Oo.
Wow!
Kaya talagang yun sabihin na natin, mga young ones, nakaedad natin, talagang panonoorin yan. At talaga namang parating ang question, nakakakanta pa ba siya? Yes.
O nakakalakad pa ba siya?
Nakakalakad pa ba siya? Yes. At still, Pilita is Pilita. Diba?
Oh my God! Yes! She's
Marami pa coming after Pilita, Tita B, pero hindi pa confirm. Kaya, hindi ko mai-announce.
Oh,
Andiyan ang ages, andiyan yung dulce, yung mga ganon, pero hindi pa confirm. Kaya, siguro, itong after ng promotion ng Sharon, maaayos ko lahat yan. Basta within this year, napakaraming upcoming shows at kung kaya nilang panoorin lahat, panoorin.
you really have a handful, and I really don't know how you're able to go to sleep, but
Oh, yes! Oo!
it seems that talagang iyan ang iyong lifestyle.
Oo, Tita B, to be honest, siguro yun ang binigay talaga sa aking ability o talent. Pero nakita mo naman, I'm always honest pagdating sa ibang bagay. Pag hindi ko alam, hindi ko alam. Diba? Kaya, enjoy life, Tita B.
Honesty is really very important.
Mm-hmm.
And it is really a very good asset to have, and a very good trait. If you're really an honest person, people will trust you.
Yes, yung respect and trust. Yun lang ang most important.
And love, of course.
Yes, full of love, happiness, enjoy.
And happiness. Correct. And so far, congratulations too. Because
thank you so much, Tita B. Thank you, thank you.
together last night at wow, Trump Tower.
Oh yes, I'm doing that because of kayo lahat. Kayong mga nagmamahal sa akin, kayong mga kaibigan ko na ano, 'di ba? Basta masaya lang, Tita B, hindi na kailangan yung ano. Hindi na ko kailangan yung mga kung ano-ano. Basta enjoy.
And of course, happiness will really continuously come to your life, Jerry. And because you are a very nice person, a hardworking person, and really a person who loves our community, because you love to bring entertainment and shows here in our community, right?
Kaya nga, yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. It's always nice interviewing you, and always call us for more announcements and promotions and marketing to help you out with your shows.
Thank you so much, Tita.
Cprtv.
Thank you sa Baya Times. Thank you sa Cprtv na walang sawang tinatangkilik ang mga shows ko tsaka sa pagtulong. Always. Full of love, happiness, Tita B. You know, I'm always with you. Walang bibitaw, walang iwanan. You know, always respect and trust lang. Salamat sa pag-invite.
All right, very good. Okay, yan po sa ating number one promoter. And not only promoter, he also produces the shows that he holds here in Chicago. And maraming salamat, Mr. Jerry Rebello. It's always nice. I really feel good interviewing this person, and enjoy your weekend.
I love you all. Bye-bye and God bless.
Bye.
Bye. Tito Eric, stop. Sakwa, hindi. Tutuloy pa namin. Tutuloy.
It's more fun in the Philippines.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Chicago Philippine Reports TV. Ako po si Maria Girly Pascual. Welcome to our show. Today, I am honored and excited to have with us our very well-known international superstar in the world of singing is none other than America's Greatest Talent winner of 2019, none other than our very own, I'm so proud to be Filipino because of you, Mr. Marcelito Pomoy, who is in Chicago.
Hello everyone, thank you for having me and thank you sa Cprtv. Thank you so much for interview. It's an honor to makapag-share ng
Oo nga, napakabata pala nitong si Marcelito. And your producer is a very good friend of ours, Jerry Rebello. He's actually #1 producer here.
Yeah.
And we're back with the show. I'm Girly Pascual, and here with me right now is the man of the hour, the man who made it possible to bring Marcelito here to Chicago. Please welcome Mr. Jerry Rebello to the show. Jerry!
Thank you.
I know I am.
I love you all, guys.
I know I'm getting you away from limpak-limpak na fans and sa labas.
Ano lang yan? Yan ang sinasabing tadhana o swerte. Dahil sa pakikisama, sa pagmamahal.
No, it's okay.
It's full of love.
Yes.
Enjoy life.
So Jerry, what are the people going to expect tonight?
Oh, this one is a different one kasi talagang full of exciting, full of talagang Marcelito, talagang ibinigay niya lahat. Yung puso niya at talagang talento niya. At ang mga front act kakaiba ang production number. Talagang pinagpagudan, pinaghirapan, at talaga naman napakagaling.
Oo nga. Alam ko naman, darling, ang iyong quality barometer, hindi pwedeng pangit. And
front act pero
and by the way, darling, we were just here kailan lang. And now here you are again.
After Martin.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Cprtv. I'm Girly Pascual. Today we have big fans and kababayan pa ni Marcelito Pomoy. And we have with us, what's your name po?
Floreta Labaha.
And you are?
Myla Lorbes. Johnny Sherman.
Ano? Sherman. And you are?
Mark Salas. Rolando Mendoza.
And they're all from Surigao, correct?
Yeah, from Iloilo.
But all from the general region where Pomoy is?
Yes.
We're all from Davao. And you're all fans of Marcelito, right?
Yes.
You wanna meet his musical director?
Yes, Davao.
Joining us is Mr. Joel Sivan, who is also our Hall of Famer in music. But he's a doctor. And now we are outside the ballroom. There's a lot of excitement and buzz regarding the Marcelito Pomoy concert. We have with us some very, very active community people. And we would like to start with Lindy Tan, who's always in all the events. Lindy, anong inaasahan mo sa palabas ni Marcelito?
Well, I expect the same thing of the mascot. Man and woman.
Oh, so you're looking for that?
Yes.
Okay. And if he doesn't do that, what? Magagalit?
Come on! That's how that go on, no matter what.
Ayun! We also have the upcoming bride and groom, Jerry.
Hello everyone.
My sis from another mother, Janet. Kayo naman, mga honeymooners and newlyweds. Jerry and Janet, what can you say about the show? What are you looking forward to? Jerry, alam ko magpe-perform ka sometime in the near future.
Yeah, I think I'll be invited to perform open front act for Marcus Season and Dulce. So looking forward to that. And also we're looking forward for, of course, our favorite Pomoy to perform his magnificent voice, the boy and girl version, which is really, amazing. What about a kind.
So gagawin mo rin yon sa opening act, mag-boy and girl ka lang, Ryan?
I'm pretty much straight, so I'm more
Boy lang, boy and boy. Ikaw naman, Janet, what are you looking forward to tonight? Looking forward to?
Well, I've seen Pomoy perform before, but I have to see him again and again.
Perform siya one time.
Yeah.
At a party that you were hosting or something. Alam ko kasi inimbita mo ako nang di ako nakalante.
Oh, I think I've seen him at Rivers Casino.
I see.
Yes.
Nanalo ka naman.
Of course.
When I heard the news today, I had to come and get it straight from you. Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. There ain't no gold in this world.
Welcome back to Cprtv. We are now at the end of the show, and we'd like to get some reaction from those that watch the show. So, Miss Elizabeth Regacho.
I really enjoyed the show and he was really good. So he's really a good representative of the Philippines. America Got Talent. He's really good. Very good show.
Which part impressed you the most?
You know, when he sang the voice of a woman and a guy. So that's the best one.
Yeah, I like it when he did the duet.
Yeah.
By himself.
By himself.
So we really enjoyed the presentation. So thank you for gracing our interview.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thanks.
We have here Mr. Randy from the show. Randy, so how did you like the show?
It's really good. It's wholesome, yeah. You know, it's like good for family and everything. And then it's good to enjoy, especially after the pandemic. And it's really nice to see a lot of Filipinos in a show like this. And very wholesome.
Aren't you also from the South? You understand?
I'm from Davao, yeah. I think and Pomoy is also Bisaya.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I
Kaya yung kanta niya kanina. Yeah, napasaya ako dun parang Bisaya din.
Hello, we're back with Cprtv, and guess who I saw here tonight? None other than one of our good singers here in Chicago. I haven't seen you outside here before. How are you? Are you still performing?
Sometimes
Really? I hope to see you perform in the next. You belong on the stage. Anyway, Saikar has performed in many of our events also, including Cprtv, Jet Madala, AACI.
Yes, that's true.
She's one of the purest voices in Chicago. So I'm hoping to see you back on stage. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
And that's our show for today. I'm Maria Girly Pascual. We hope you enjoyed our interview, some concert performances with Marcelito Pomoy, AGT's finalist in 2019 before the COVID hit, and this is actually his first concert after COVID. And the very first city we went to is Chicago. So thank you to Jerry Rebello for inviting Cprtv and Mr. Marcelito Pomoy for giving us an exclusive interview tonight. My name is Maria Girly Pascual. Be safe, be happy, and we'll see you back here next week. Maraming salamat po.
Good afternoon. This is Bridget Carino-Cueto bringing you this week's local news from our community. The BA2 sublineage of the Omicron variant is now responsible for more than 9 in 10 COVID-19 cases in the Northeast. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimated, as the region is now responding to upticks in cases and hospitalizations. Nationwide, prevalence of BA2, which has increasingly displaced the BA1 Omicron subvariant that was behind the winter surge, is estimated at around 85.9% through the end of last week. That's up from 75.4% the week prior. BA2's ascent has already led to the Food and Drug Administration revoking authorization for sotrovimab, a monoclonal antibody treatment, over concerns it wouldn't be effective against infections caused by the subvariant. With construction season ramping up across the state, the Illinois Department of Transportation, Illinois State Police, Illinois Tollway, industry partners, and frontline construction workers joined forces for National Work Zone Awareness Week. During another historic year of construction in Illinois, the public is urged to put down the devices, keep their eyes on the road at all times, and remember that work zones are assigned to slow down. Entering year 4 of Governor J.B. Pritzker's Rebuild Illinois Capital Program, with a boost from the new federal infrastructure package, you will be seeing active projects all across the state, said Illinois Transportation Secretary Omar Osman. Whatever mode your transportation is, if you are traveling in Illinois this year, you will be passing through work zones. The people behind the cones and barricades are someone's father, mother, son, daughter, friend, or neighbor. Please slow down and give them room to work for your safety and ours. Mabuhay ang mga veterano at ang nagkakaisang Pilipino at Amerikano, said Ambassador Jose Manuel G. Romualdez as he addressed the Filipino veterans during the wreath-laying ceremony in commemoration of the Day of Valor, or Araw ang Kagitingan, held on April 8, 2022 at the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. It was on April 9, 1942, when Filipino and American soldiers unwaveringly stood shoulder to shoulder and valiantly fought to defend the Bataan Peninsula. In celebration of the 80th anniversary of the Day of Valor, this year's theme, Kagitingan ang mga veterano, inspirasyon ang nagkakaisang Pilipino, or the gallantry of the veterans, inspiration of the united Filipinos, underscores the courage, sacrifice, and heroism of our veterans. Governor J.B. Pritzker and the Illinois Housing Development Authority announced the opening of the Illinois Homeowner Assistance Fund to help homeowners who have fallen behind on monthly mortgage payments and/or related housing expenses as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Struggling homeowners will be eligible for up to $30,000 in free assistance to pay past due mortgage payments, property taxes, property insurance, and delinquent homeowner and/or condo association fees. Homeowners in need of assistance can find more information on program eligibility and begin an application at www.illinoishousinghelp.org. Applications will be accepted until 11:59 p.m. on Tuesday, May 31st, 2022. Housing stability is a crucial part of our economic recovery, and I'm pleased to announce that the Illinois residents can now apply for $30,000 in mortgage support, said Governor J.B. Pritzker. Illinois was the fastest state in the nation to respond to the housing crisis in 2020. And with the needs still high, we're delivering another $309 million to struggling mortgage owners this spring. April is National Financial Literacy Month, and the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago's virtual Money Smart Week is April 9th through the 16th, 2022, offering multiple free opportunities for financial education. The Illinois Student Assistance Commission, the state's college access and financial aid agency, is participating in Money Smart Week by offering free resources and tools to help students and families improve financial literacy, and by encouraging and supporting students in completing a financial aid application. Particularly after the financial challenges of the last 2 years resulting from the pandemic, it's increasingly important to provide opportunities for everyone to improve their financial literacy and to learn to better manage finances. said ISAC Executive Director Eric Zarnico. One role that ISAC plays is to help provide students and families with the objective and accurate information they need to make well-informed decisions about education after high school. That includes ensuring that students know what financial aid is available to them. By completing a financial aid application like the free application for federal student aid, students may be surprised to learn that there are more educational options available to them than they would have considered financially possible. That's all for today. Thank you for watching our news this week. This is Bridget. See you next time.
We would like to welcome all of you to Baladna Jewelry. We have a very big selection of 21 karat gold jewelry imported from the Middle East, from Dubai, Saudi, and Bahrain. And we have a very big selection of diamond. We offer free financing for 6 months, and we have a layaway system which you can leave your stuff for 3 months. We repair gold and we buy old gold. Welcome to Baladna Jewelry.
Salamat po!
And that's our show for this week. Before I leave, I'd like to wish our April celebrants happy birthday. Hope you had a great Sunday, and we'll see you back here next week. Ako po si Maria Girly Pascual. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. And keep watching Cprtv. Maraming salamat po.